Gonk, 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 gonk. Winning. All right. Hold on. Hold on. We need a sound checkaroo before we get started, man, because I'm ready to go. Let's go. Come on. Why isn't this thing doing its thing? Gonk, gonk. There it is. Gonk. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. There we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 2 of Dragon Ball Z Reunions. The episode, it's called Reunions. And it's a very clever name for this Dragon Ball Z episode by calling it Reunions. And we're going to get into it in the episode. We're going to get into it when we get into the review. Oh, man, I am so excited. I'm so happy to be back another week reviewing my all-time favorite. I wouldn't say anime. I wouldn't say cartoon. I would just say my all-time form of entertainment. It's literally telling the story of Zombie 70. Well, anyway, we're super excited, super hyped, super ready to go. Now, this is a podcast. So before we get into the episode, I just kind of want to waste your time a little bit by just going over things that I thought were interesting when it pertains to Dragon Ball Z. Except for just focusing on the past, I also want to focus on the present as well. There's a few things that caught my eye, and I hope it's okay that I share these things with you so that we can really get into the essence that is Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? I see people piling up in here. What's going on? Guerrero, what's going on, brother? How are you doing? Welcome back. Episode 2. Let's see. Hold on. The first thing I want to go over here is that Comic-Con, I think it was like last week, they did a Dragon Ball superhero official trailer. And I kind of want to go over the trailer. And I think this will be the first trailer that I even watch when it pertains to this movie. Now, I have seen still images. I have seen certain gifs and things of that such when it pertains to this movie, but I really don't have any idea what I am getting into. This will be the first trailer to this movie that I even see. I believe the movie is coming out very shortly. I think it's early August 16th, 15th. I don't know. I think it's really early August. We're going to be August in a couple of weeks or so, in a week or so. I will be going to go see this movie thoroughly. I will be bringing a notepad. I will be bringing a small camera so I can record the movie and maybe watch it later when I get home. You know what I mean? Except for waiting for the DVD to come out. I'm watching it now. I got it right here on my phone, man. I'm at it, you know? But we're going to do a small documentary where we'll be going to see the movie. Maybe we might do it on the Thursday. We'll do some type of live stream of me at the movie theaters, getting my popcorn, getting my little sippy drinks, my little sippy cups, you know what I mean? Some Nutter Butters, some now and laters, but the hood likes to call them now-a-laters. I'm going to get all types of little sweet snacks, you know what I mean? And we're going to be sitting there and we're going to be watching the movie. I'm getting thoroughly enthralled into the movie. Hopefully the movie comes to my local theater as well. I hope I don't have to drive all the way to New York just to watch the daggone movie. But I think they're going to put the movie in all the theaters. So, because I did see them put, what was the movie? Demon Slayer. They had Demon Slayer at my theater down here, so I know they're going to have Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Now, I'm about to watch this trailer. All I ask from you is please, no spoilers. No spoilers. I know the movie already came out. It was in Japan. You guys already watched it in Japan. You guys already reviewed it. You've analyzed it. You've already watched all the YouTube channels crying and all this other stuff. I get it, but I didn't see the movie as of yet. I'm not going to see the movie because I remember when Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods came out and I watched the Japanese version and then I went to the theaters and watched the English version. And I remember watching it. I was just kind of like, I was kind of ready for the movie to be over because I already know what's going to happen, you know? So I want to come into the movie theater with some brand new, fresh eyes. So please, no spoilers. So please, no spoilers. So please, no spoilers. I know you guys got to be there to see it first and see it right away. I get it. except for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for some strange reason. We don't want to see spoilers. We don't want to see trailers. You know, when it comes to a 160-hour game and you're not really known for playing video games, no attacks towards anybody here. I'm just saying it's a little strange. But anyway, we're going to watch this first. Then I got another topic for you. Then we're going to dive directly into episode 2, Dragon Ball Z reviews. Oh, phenomenal episode. It was phenomenal. It was crazy. It was, yeah. All right, let's get started. All right, boom. Let me make sure my camera is locked on the screen. It is. All right, let's get it popping. Here we go. Boom. Ooh, who's that nerd? Piccolo. Well, that's cool. Looks like a video game I would like to play. Oh, go on. These nerds. Kamehamehas. Laser beams. Goku's here. Oh, what the heck? Did you even go through going at it? Is that a dream? Wally's in the movie? Special beam cannon! It's gonna be epic. Piccolo, no!
Listen closely. You have the potential to become the most powerful being on Earth. You need to believe in yourself and unleash that power. It's do or die time. So draw out all your strength and use it to protect your world and everyone in it.
Chris Savage, he fell off, man. August 19th, it's going down. It's going down. I'm excited. I can't wait. It feels like Dragon Ball Z too. You know what I mean? It feels like Dragon Ball Z. It's not like some type of fan fiction thing. It feels like it. I think not Akira Toriyama. I don't think Akira Toriyama has been working on Dragon Ball since the end of the Frieza saga. But I think his son or somebody's working on it. I think I read that. Maybe not, but it feels like DBZ. It feels good. Looks fun. Can't wait to get down on that bad boy. All right, I got one more thing to show you. That trailer was great. It was good. Looks like it's going to be Piccolo focused. I did see some spoilers online that I will not say here involving Piccolo and Gohan, but I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in that movie. It looks good. Graphics look really good too. The Dragon Ball Super Collection Blu-ray set looks fire. Oh, okay. I don't think I'm ever going to buy a Blu-ray ever again, because I watch everything on my CRT television, and the CRT TVs are not compatible with Blu-ray players. So if I get the Dragon Ball Super, when we go into Dragon Ball Super, I would get the DVD versions. All right, here's another thing I saw that was extremely interesting. Dragon Ball Z horror game out in October may confirm that Frieza as bi or bisexual. Now, Kotaku is a clickbait site. I understand that. Kotaku trolls more than anime and gamers do. They have to do what they have to do to get clicks. I don't necessarily respect that website because they were the ones that were telling people to go steal Nintendo games, brand new Nintendo games, go and steal them. They were giving them ROM hacks and things of that such, how and where to go steal it. Didn't like that, didn't respect that. Not only that, I think Kotaku's paid and bought for. Not only that, I don't like when the Xbox Series X first came out, and before the Xbox Series X and S came out, I don't like how there was somewhat of an arrogance with the Microsoft sector and the Xbox sector. And Microsoft, people that worked at Microsoft were finding ways to attack us, the gamer. Talking about we don't respect fanboys, we don't respect this, we don't respect that. And yet these same people that work at Microsoft will not come after the gaming media. And I believe the gaming media, going all the way down the list from Greg Miller to Kotaku to whoever, Paris 696, Alana Pierce, all of them, I think they're all 100% complete trolls. They're 10 times worse than us or anything we've ever done. Well, maybe it's not as bad as the PlayStation, but when it pertains to the Xbox and Nintendo guys, we don't partake in those type of things. And yet I have not seen Jeff Keighley, I've not seen Phil Spencer, I've not seen anybody come after Kotaku. And Kotaku is the worst of the worst. I understand that. But just going by off of this article right here, DBZ horror game that is coming out in October, I believe I might pick this game up because it looks like something that I would like to play. I remember when everybody was playing and streaming that Jason horror game online. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought that was so cool. I was like, yo, this Jason horror game is lit. But I just never pulled the trigger. I think I didn't want to pay for online at that time for the PlayStation 4. Just to play a game that I feel like I would have played it for like 2 or 3 times, and then I would have never came back to it, you know. But it was like this ultimate hide and seek game, and I believe hide and seek is one of the top 5, 10 greatest games of all time. Gamer's game, don't they? Hide and seek is lit. Well, we were kids, hide and seek was lit, and when we got a little older, hide and go get it. You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, when I was so when I saw that Jason game, Friday the 13th, a horror hide and seek game, I thought that was so cool. I used to watch streams of that, my favorite streamers or my favorite entertainers. I would watch them play that game, and I was just so enthralled. I was just like, man, this is fun as hell. And now they're bringing that to Dragon Ball Z, and it'll be available on the Nintendo Switch. And I do not mind paying for online on the Nintendo Switch, even though it's a big nothing burger. It's a waste of time. But especially because I play a lot of single player games, and I'm not currently playing Monster Hunter at the current time. So this would be a good game that I could play online. I think it'll be really fun before the part, I'm not sure how this thing's really going to work, but I guess they're going to assign you certain characters. You could be Bulma, you could be Oolong, you could be a human and things of that such. And I'm pretty sure that they all have their certain set of skills and techniques. And then they're going to give you Frieza and Cell, and Frieza and Cell's going to have all this ultimate power, and they're going to be able to do things and chase you down. And, you got to use all your certain skills in order to defeat Cell and Frieza, to escape or whatever it is that you have to do. I think that's fun. But anyway, the point of this article that I'm seeing right here is, now listen, Zubby70 has no problem with anybody's private life. I really don't. I really don't have a problem with how you tend to spend your time. I don't have a problem with who you decide to lay down with. I don't have a problem with what you find attractive. If you thinking looking at a man's genitalia, and you are a man and you're looking at another man's genitalia, and that causes you to feel excited and feel, you know what I mean? then by all means, that's how you get down, you know. And I have no problem with that whatsoever. I've always had a problem with the agenda, though, or the perceived agenda. That's something that will get me a little upset when they try to target children, and they try to target certain sectors of communities and things of that such, especially the ones that are impoverished. They'll try to push a lot of those type of things on those type of people. And I don't think that that's what those type of people need. I think they need better education, better forms of resources. I think they need to first find a way to come together, except for trying to look outwards for some way to come together, except for looking for certain groups or certain races and things of that such. I think that especially the African American community need to focus on building up their community first before they can go outside of themselves looking for all types of different recreations like homosexuality, because that's a plus, homosexuality, right? So yeah, I physically don't have any problems with the way people move. If you were a homosexual, I'd be just as cool with you if you were not a homosexual, or I would hate you just as much as I hate a person who isn't homosexual. It is what it is. I don't judge people or what they decide to, or where they decide to do certain type of things. I don't. But I have a question for the homosexual or the bisexual or the LGBT community. I have a session for you. I don't know. For me, this is not important. For me, I don't care. I'm not saying I don't care about your sexuality. I'm just saying I don't care if Frieza is a bisexual person, and I don't understand why this has to be put here for this character who, in my opinion, that wasn't what was important about Frieza. I don't know. As a bisexual man, as a homosexual man, as an LGBT man, do you think that a man or woman, or whatever it is that you label yourself as? I'm so confused nowadays. I'm walking up to people and saying, "How you doing, sir?" Hey, whoa! I'm not a sir. I'm so confused nowadays. I don't know what's going on. So maybe you can assist me. Maybe you can help me. Is this important? Is this what Dragon Ball Z is? Is this what Dragon Ball Z needs? I, as a heterosexual man, do I like Goku because he's with Chi-Chi or something like that? Was that important for me that Goku's with Chi-Chi? To be honest, I kind of thought Chi-Chi was more of a hindrance. To be honest with you, Chi-Chi was annoying to me. Oh, Dad, what's going on here? Why won't this stop? Okay. Oh, I did something. Sorry, hold on. All right, cool. Yeah, Chi-Chi was a hindrance to me. You know what I mean? I didn't like Goku because he got with Chi-Chi. That's funny. I do respect Vegeta for getting with Bulma. That was cool. I do like that. Because Vegeta was just this pure rage of, chaos and destruction and it was cool to see that, the woman, when she's in her right mind, was able to bring some sort of calmness to him, with Vegeta getting with Bulma, kind of like it lets you know that he was on the Z Warrior side. Basically, he officially became one of the Z Warriors when him and Bulma had a connection. I don't know. I'm not a gay man. I'm going to be upset because I think this is part of the agenda. I believe this is part of the agenda. And I have a problem with the agenda because I don't think this is very important. And especially something that is going to be catering towards children. This video game, yes, Dragon Ball Z is catered for children. Yes, I am a man that is in his 30s that will be 40 in the next three to 4 years. But still, this is something that I if this is confirmed to be true, I wouldn't be able to allow my child to play this game because I just don't think that's something as a kid should be playing. Not only that, I want to go back to what I was talking about in last week's episode. If you haven't seen last week's episode, you need to go back and you need to watch that. It was very good. And I was talking about the preservation and preserving Dragon Ball Z because when you start to bring change to Dragon Ball Z or any forms of already written media, Batman, Spider-Man, the Bible, anything, once you start to bring in change, I thought the Dragon Ball Z Legends, whatever that was, I thought it was an abomination. I thought it was a complete disrespect to Dragon Ball fans. Because, you know, number one, the guy started off the video talking about this is catered for the people who are fans of Dragon Ball Z. And it wasn't. It was not. You have to go back and watch that last episode, man. I really don't want to go over that over again, but I will just say this. When you start to change things, this is what happens. It starts off with slight little changes. Yes, Vegeta has an energy sword. Goku's turns into this uncontrollable rage, and he spits out a fireball, and the fireball gets attached to his hair. Then he turns into the Ghost Rider. Yeah, you know. Oh my God, that's so hardcore. Yeah. Oh my God, that was so cool. You know. But yeah, I'm watching them change it right in front of me, and I always know where change goes. I always know where change goes. I learned this because going all the way back to Barack Obama running for presidency. And he ran his campaign on change, hope and change. Hope and change. Oh, and things have changed. Am I mad at the individuals who are homosexual? Absolutely not. Got nothing but love for you guys, man. You guys are in the struggle just like everybody else. Look what's happening to our fellow homosexual Brittany Griner, who is a basketball player. She's currently locked up in Russia right now. Going through it, right? And not one homosexual has come to her defense as of yet. I'm concerned now. What's going on, homosexual community? Where you at? Go get that girl, boy, whatever that their pronouns are. Where you at? If you don't get that person, it's going to look really bad. It's going to look really bad. Anyway, that had nothing to do with anything. I have no problem with the person individual, but I do feel like that this is an agenda. Because I never thought that this was important. Yes, when I saw Frieza, did I think the character was a little different? Yeah, I did. I thought, to be honest, I thought it was a girl. You know what I mean? I just said, okay, that was a girl because the voice was I think it was a female voice actor, I believe. The original, the Japanese voice actor was a female. I know that for sure. I think she passed away not too long ago. And I believe the voice actor that was doing Super passed away as well. But that was a male, I believe. I'm not too up to date with the current Dragon Ball timelines. I don't know what's going on with the voice actors. I don't really care about the voice actors, to be honest with you. I can acknowledge when they're doing good work, but I don't. It's not a form of worship for me. Yeah, when I first seen Frieza, I really didn't know what it was. It was very ahead of its time. And not just Frieza, that whole Frieza crew from the Ginyu Force to Zarbon and to that pink guy, and the blue, the guy that Vegeta, they all were extremely, flamboyant, if you will. The little outfits, the shorts were cut funny. The whatchamacallit, which I do like. What was his name? Zarbon, the guy that can transform. He was like real pretty, but he transformed into a monster and gave Vegeta that work. I like that character a lot. Yeah, there was some funny business going on with the freezes and everything like that. I'm not gonna, but it wasn't important at that time. What we want, what the main focus was we need to solve the problem that's going on here. We got people, we got to resurrect some people. We need the Dragon Balls. We need to do this. We got to stop these people. We need to save the Namekians. That was more important than focusing on what Frieza's sexual preference was. Over the years, I have said things, but still, I don't think it's important because Dragon Ball has never acknowledged it. But over the years, I would say, okay, Piccolo's black. That's a black man. But it's never been confirmed. And if they did say Piccolo was a black man, nobody would care. I would say Mr. Popo was a black man. I would even say Goku is a black man. He's got the black man storyline. The falling angel coming from a dying planet that made it with the women of the planet because he found the women of the planet beautiful and gave birth to Gohan, the monkey, right? I was, but that's going too far. They would never do that. Hey, once they start coming out and saying characters are black in Dragon Ball, then we're going to start seeing an outrage and an uproar. Who cares, man? Who cares? Who cares he's black, man? Who cares? Watch when they've been doing that for years. Even in my goddamn comment sections, I used to say characters was black, and the people in the comment section would say, who cares? The comment section seems to be personal thoughts about orientation aside. How is it effing relevant to the game? If Toriyama didn't approve it, it's still not canon. Well, I've seen enough stupid crap going ahead, and how come? Yeah. People in the comment section seem to be on the same wave that I'm thinking. I'm not asking for people to think the same way that I am. I would love for one of the LBGT community members to come in and say what they feel about this. Please come down in the comment section and say, hey, Zobi70, I'm a homosexual man and a woman, and I believe that this is very important. This is great. This is outstanding. Or you could say the other, it's not really that important. It's not what I'm watching Dragon Ball Z for. But I did notice something else that they did within the video games as well. And this is going to coexist with this episode too as well. I remember I was playing Dragon Ball Z Kai. Hold on, guys. Got to make sure we're still alive. Are we still live? We're still live. Yeah. I remember I was playing Dragon Ball Z. Did I say Kai? I'm sorry. I was playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The Dragon Ball Z RPG, which I think is really cool. I think it's a really cool game, but I just haven't had any time to play any video games whatsoever. And there's just so many games. But and right now I'm infatuated with retro gaming. I just got me a Dreamcast, and I'm playing Dreamcast games now. Oh my God, we'll get into that later. But listen, I was playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I noticed that they were adding things within the games that I thought was pretty interesting. It was a line. It was on my live stream. Goku was coming in with Gohan. He's talking to Gohan, and he's coming to Master Roshi's house, and he's telling Gohan about Master Roshi. And he's like, yeah, Master Roshi, he's a pervert. He's an old man pervert. And I was like, what is this? What's going on here? Yeah, he's a pervert, man. He's an old pervert. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I ain't never heard that line before. Where'd that line come from? And why would Goku be telling a 4-year-old child about a pervert? What is this? What's going on here? And what would Goku know about that? Goku don't know nothing about that. Goku, no, he doesn't. Yeah, man, he's such a freaking pervert, man. No, what the hell? Yeah, I noticed they've been pulling little slick and sly things like this in our video games, in our ReviewZ games. What's going on with Namco Bandai? Oh man, I love Namco Bandai, man. They created the Tenkaichi 3 series, man. I love it. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. What's Namco Bandai doing, huh? I think they didn't change that little symbol of theirs to make it more global. Now they're turning our DBZ characters into something else. Change. This is the things that we fight. There's certain people on this planet that come to this planet that have to fight for the preservation, for the things that we love. Because if we don't, nobody else will. And we understand why we're fighting for it, because of things like this. All right, those are my notes. Let's get into the episode. Let's get into it, man. We got a lot to talk about. Good episode, phenomenal episode. Let me see who's in the chat. Let me acknowledge my chatterinos. What? Yo, yeah, what's up, bro? Ryan's in the house. What's going on, bro? I don't even think Frieza Race can have. We never saw his mom or any females. That's but according to Namco Bandai, that's extremely important. And these were the things, if you go back to our Extendo podcast, if you go back to our Extendo podcast, these are the things that we were talking about. We were already talking about these things before they even happened, you know? We knew Namco Bandai was going to start implementing these type of things, didn't we? Go back and watch the Extendo podcast, man. That is a time capsule. That is a time capsule. That's not trolling. They got the rainbow flag on top of the pizza box and team. Oh, wow. They did? Oh, my God. But those Western. See, that's why I said we need to get the West away. We got to get the West away from our stuff, man. Oh, my God. Is that true? I didn't see that. I don't want to confirm that because I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think you're a liar. As a matter of fact, should we do it right now? No, you know what? This is the DBZ podcast. We got to stay focused, got to stay locked in. Reviews. Like I said, with each episode, we are going to highlight certain characters or a character. Today's episode, we will be highlighting Goku, Son Goku. Last week was Gohan and Raditz. This week, Goku. Goku. All right. That's indeed. For those of us, I hope you guys are keeping up. I hope you guys are watching your episodes as well, because I'm telling you, as we get deeper into the series, and as we go through these reviews, you guys, I'm going to be going over these episodes, and you guys are going to be like, man, I didn't even know that it happened, man. Yeah, that's what happens when you go back and get a refresher. This is nothing more than a podcast and a refresher as well. I always wanted to watch Dragon Ball Z over again, and I said, why not watch it over with the cool nerdians instead of just sitting back and just kind of wasting time watching Dragon Ball Z? We can do this as a whole analysis. We can do reviews. We can do gatherings, sit downs, meet and greets, and things of that such. You know, the podcast is going to get a whole lot better in the next coming of weeks. We got music that's going to be coming in. We're going to be putting up pictures and stuff like that. I'm going to be taking the review aspect of the podcast and reposting on YouTube. But we're going to be adding images and stuff to go with it, you know, so it can give it more of a make it seem like you're watching the episode as well. So yes, this is nothing more than a refresher. Hopefully you guys are watching along as well. so that we can stay connected and you know, it's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be the episodes are already great now. But wait until we get into the, you know what I'm saying, when Goku's on Snake Way, huh? Wait until we get it when the Saiyans come to Earth, with the Ginyu forces, Goku turning Super Saiyan for the first time. Oh my God, you guys are gonna want to watch. You're gonna want to make sure you're watching and I'm talking about the show, you know? It's gonna be great. This episode first aired in Japan, May 3rd, 1989. Wow. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Are you kidding me? These guys were on some type of intellectual brain wave. Their minds were fully expanded in the 1980s. I'm thinking this, I'm watching it right now. I thought it came out last week. It's so new and so fresh. Man, that's nostalgia, man. That's the nostalgia talking, right? Thought that was pretty interesting. They said that the American air date was 2005. That's not true. Oh man, I don't know. It can't be true because I remember. I don't know if I saw this episode per se in 2005. I know I saw Dragon Ball Z and this saga here. I know I saw it in the 90s, late 90s. 2005? No way. I remember 2005. That wasn't that long ago. 2005. I don't know. That's what the Wikipedia said. I just wanted to get a refresher, and I said, no way. No, there wasn't no 2005. No, I remember watching it, Dragon Ball Z, before 2001. I remember. But anyway, Goku is the highlight, but I want to talk about the episode. It starts off with Raditz. I'm coming, Kakarot. He's a maniac. You know what I mean? He's laughing, talking to himself. He's completely insane, just like me. That's what I do on a daily basis. I'm walking around the house. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, and I'm just laughing. Right? Great minds. All great minds do that. They say the Beethoven and William Shakespeare, all these guys, they would do those type of things, right? But the episode starts off with Raditz, completely insane, flying, crying, talking about some type of Kakarot person that we still do not know who Kakarot is at this current moment. But I guess we're getting a better idea who Kakarot is, because in the first episode, he said Kakarot and he went to Piccolo, but Piccolo was not Kakarot. So he gets a scanner on, he gets another power level scanning on his scouter, boom, and he takes off. So I guess we're starting to take it down, and we're basically going to say, okay, Goku has to be Kakarot. Or as the episode goes even further, we get an introduction to three different characters, three new characters. Now, for those of us who've been watching Dragon Ball before Dragon Ball Z, we know who these characters are, especially my Japanese brothers in 1989. For those of us in America, we don't know who these people are, but they do an outstanding job at explaining who these characters are. The first three characters they show off, Bulma, Krillin, and Master Roshi. And within their brief introductions, you kind of get a very good introduction on who these three characters are. With Bulma, her first introduction to me was extremely annoying. I was like, yo, whoa. She reminded me of when I was going to grade school back then. She reminded me of the black girls in school that were annoying. You know, loud, boys. Bulma, very fashionable. Bulma's always swagged out. She's always got swag on. She's always got on the new hot swag, right? Go back to Dragon Ball, and even starting off this episode, she's got on some type of shortcut. She's got on some type of blazer jacket, shorts. Bulma's always got her stuff looking real clean, looking real nice. And I'm sorry to go into future episodes, but listen, it's 2020. We already know what Dragon Ball Z is. It's just in the Trunks. He was swagged out as well. The hair, boom, the fly jacket, the sword, the boots. You know what I mean? So Bulma's always got her swag right. She's always swagged out. So you look at Bulma, she loud, rambunctious, a lot of personality. She might not be one of the fighters or the warriors, but you can tell that her presence is known just by her personality alone. Very, very strong personality, and the voice actor does an outstanding job at presenting who this character is. Another character, Krillin. When I was a kid, you see a small bald-headed guy, and he's not as strong as Goku, but he is strong. He does have a lot of power, and he's a lot of abilities. But when you're a kid, you kind of go, I'm not really rocking with Krillin like that, because he's not doing all the cool. He's not making energy blades and things of that such. Even though that Destructo disc is lit, don't get it twisted. The Destructo disc is off the hook. He can take down mostly going from now to the Frieza saga. He was able to take down anybody with those Destructo discs until the Destructo disc was rendered useless after Cell. Listen, I apologize but listen, it's 2022. Let's keep, you know what I mean? Hold on, if I'm pausing, that's just to make sure that we are still live. I need a live check, guys. I need a live check. Guys, I need a live check, guys. All right. So we get an introduction to Krillin. Now, as I become older, a lot of characters enhance for me. And Krillin is one of those guys. And, my first introduction to Krillin or a refresher to Krillin, when I was watching him, I noticed how cool he is. He's like a cool individual. He's, kind of laid back, reserved, and yet still, there. He reminds me of, like, if you go to the gym or something and you kind of see like a cool Asian guy, walking. He's got like a little bit of a swag to him, and that's what I was kind of looking at Krillin. Oh, spoilers? What's going on? No spoilers. No spoilers, guys, please. If it's about Dragon Ball superheroes, please, no spoilers. Unless you're talking about Dragon Ball Z, okay, I get it. Kind of cool. Krillin's kind of cool. I like Krillin. He's the ultimate best friend. He's the kind of guy that you would like to be around. His energy and presence is cool. I like Krillin. Now we get an introduction to Master Roshi. Master Roshi, they automatically want to let you know that this old man is a pervert. Listen, I think Bulma brung him something. Oh, you forgot about me and this and that. And then she brings him something. And then he says, I'm so happy I can just squeeze ya. And then he's going up to Bulma with his hand. And then Bulma clunks him. Boom! You know what I mean? That's kind of your first introduction to Master Roshi, that he's doing a little bit too much. Maybe this episode was aired in 2005. Because I don't see them airing something like that on American television. If they did, at that time, if they did, I just don't remember. A lot of that stuff was censored out. Because I remember as a kid, they would go, the uncensored version. I think on Toonami is going to be uncensored, or some type of DVD would say uncensored on it, and you would see blood and all this. I think it was Toonami that was saying it was uncensored. But anyway, that's besides the fact. So yeah, we get an introduction to our Z Warriors, 3 characters in the next episode. That is very important. So Gohan and Goku, they're coming in strong. They're coming in on Nimbus, flying in. As they come in, they're greeted with the other Z Warriors, the 3 characters. Everybody's happy to see Goku. Our 3 characters that we've been introduced with. Notice that Goku's holding a small child. Who's that who's that kid right there? I think somebody even Krillin made a joke saying, what are you doing? Side babysitter work? What are you doing, man? Taking care of the kids out there? And then Goku says, oh, this is my son. And automatically they're in shock. What? You have a son? Something I thought was interesting, and I always want to let people know this, like, because a lot of people get upset on why Gohan doesn't do what Goku does, and why doesn't Vegeta do what Goku does, and why can't Vegeta and Gohan do this, and why can't, you know what I mean? And within this episode, they're letting you know through character development that Gohan is just not that guy. You know, he could have been that guy. He can be that guy. Some of us are slower than others, and as we see from what I'm guessing from this Dragon Ball superhero movie, you know, we're going to see Gohan reach a new level from what I'm believing. I don't know. Please no spoilers. Please don't tell me. I want to watch the movie. I want to watch the movie with my popcorn and my now and laters and my nutter butters, and I want to see it within the flesh. So yeah, some people just take their time. Some people, you know, Gohan was able to reach Super Saiyan faster than Goku. You know, Goten and all of them. It's just, you know, it is what it is. It's just that certain characters are just special. Not everybody can be Goku. Goku can't be Vegeta. Goku can't be this ruthless, aggressive person, you know, that's coming in and it turns into a bit of rage when he gets angry. No, it's not him. But anyway, automatically they let you know, okay, this Gohan kid is just a little bit different. Now, the first episode did it too, but the characters are letting you know, okay, this kid is a little weird, you know? And Krillin said that when Gohan was interacting with the turtle and the butterflies and the crabs and things of that such, he was like, he was just running around. He was like a little goofy little kid, being as kids do. And Krillin was like, hey, man, your son is a little different from when you were a kid. And then what's crazy is that Goku says, I know. Goku acknowledges that, you know, my son is a dweeb. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Chi-Chi has him cooped up in the house all day, studying. They even ask Gohan what he wants to be, and Gohan's like, an orthopedist. And they're like, whoa, what? And then Goku has to explain, yeah, Chi-Chi doesn't allow kung fu within the crib. You know, she thinks it's you know, exerting too much energy and this and that and the third. You know what I mean? I was like, oh boy, I tell you, the marriage life, right? Brutal. It's you know, we won't get into it. But I get it, you know. And shouts out to Goku. You see, a lot of people get upset with Goku. Oh, he's not a father, man. I hate this running gag, this running meme that Goku is supposed to be this father figure to Gohan, which I do believe he is. But, you know, I respect the Goku by a lot of us will allow our egos to get involved. A lot of us will go, all right, I'm going to raise my son the way I want to raise my son. And I learned this from Dragon Ball Z, and I learned this from Goku. You got to live and let go. You know, Goku's just not going to. Goku has an understanding that Chi-Chi runs this, and that's her son. And she's going to raise her son her way. So Goku goes, all right, cool. I'm going to get out of the way. Except for getting my ego involved, except for having an argument, except for saying this is what I want, and this, that, and the third, I'm going to go ahead and just get out of the way. I'm going to train. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to learn the ultimate instinct. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. Respect the Goku for that. And hopefully you guys can implement that as well whenever you decide, or whenever you're chosen, or whenever you're gifted by the Most High by a woman that is going to raise your family. Sometimes you just got to get out of the way, live and let go. You know, I remember I would have conversations with certain people or even family members, and Would you be mad if your kids were watching this, or your kids were being affected with the programming that's going on out here? Would you be mad if your kids were pushed in certain agendas? And I would say, no, I'm gonna let my kids live. I'm gonna get out of the way. Yeah, I'll be upset, but I have an understanding that I do not own my kids. These kids are not mine. They belong to the mother and the government. I just supplied the seed. I was the most important factor here. Without me, there would be none. But I have an understanding that I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to do me. Now, I will supply what the kids need, but I'm going to get out of the way. And trust me, it's going to push the kids towards you. It is. Especially when they come to you and they ask you a certain question. Hey, Dad, how do I do it? Kamehameha. You give them the proper techniques on how to do it. And, you know, sometimes I'll drop little gems and jewels here, boom, 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 and I'll just get out of the way. Because I know they will remember those jewels forever, because it'll be right. It'll be true. What they're doing, and including my wife, and what they're doing and what they're teaching is complete hogwash. It's garbage. It's filth. So for those of you sitting around crying that Goku's not a good father, trust me, he learned to live and let go. Sorry, I'm going on a diatribe here. All right. So they have understanding that Gohan is a little different from Goku. Why? Because Chi-Chi runs this. So now they're all getting acquainted. Goku is about to go ahead and go in the house. They're going to sit down and watch TV. All of a sudden, oh my God! You know, what in the heck is that? I'm telling you, man, we had that ability, yo, to sense things. I've had that ability as a little kid, man. I remember watching Superman, the Man of Steel. I think it's called the Man of Steel with which just came out just reading Zack Snyder, and what's the kid that was doing it? What's his name? Henry Cavill. And they did a scene where he was in class and he was losing it, bro. He was able to hear everything. He could see people through people. He could see people's bone structures and their veins and stuff. They could see you. He was just losing it while he was in class as a little kid. And I felt the same way. Not in the aspects of seeing through people and stuff and hearing everything like that. But it was just, I was able to feel energies, and the energy was so toxic around me, you know? And it would cause problems with me. I would watch kids come into class and I could just feel all that energy on them, that negativity and that chaos was on them, you know? And a lot of people would say, oh my, you know, when I was coming up, a lot of people were concerned. And even today, a lot of people were concerned because I was so quiet. Man, why ain't you talking, man? What's going on? You all right? And the thing was, it wasn't like I was just being quiet. It was just, I'm a type of person that has to feel you out first, because I'm feeling something on you, and I want to make sure that my confirmations are true. So a lot of times I would gravitate to more of the people that didn't have that strong energy within them. And a lot of times those people were good people. But a lot of the other people's out there, I would get a certain energy and certain vibe from these people, and I would have to watch them and best and believe what I thought and what I felt came out to be true. That person was a problem. But anyway, I think it's so cool that Dragon Ball Z does this, or they used to do this, where it was like Goku was able to feel, what the hell is that? It's demonic, that energy that's coming right this way. And it's Raditz, right? Raditz makes his grand entrance, and Goku sees Raditz for the first time. And I saw something within this episode, and hopefully you guys are watching along as well. I get it. You guys want to watch the Dragon Ball Legends. You guys want to watch the Dragon Ball Supers and stuff, but please, you need to watch this. I saw something from Goku that I've never seen in my entire life. I've never seen this before. And it was very interesting. I seen Goku sweat. I was like, whoa, what the hell? Goku was sweating. a sweat droplet literally came down to the bottom of his chin and then dripped off. And I said, whoa, he's not in the right place right now. I think right after that situation, I think right after interaction with Raditz, I think that's when Goku was just focused on training, because his whole thing is about training now, because when he was with Chi-Chi and all that, he wasn't training. He even said it himself, I can't train because Chi-Chi doesn't allow martial arts within the house. And you know what I mean? Oh, and the thing that was highlighted in the episode as well is Master Roshi. Master Roshi was very on point, not just with his perversions, you know what I mean? But they were skipping rocks across the lake. And Krillin skipped his little rock and it went along. And then Goku took a rock and he skipped his, but it just went across it parted the ways like Noah and or not Noah, but Moses. Moses is splitting the way, and Master Roshi was on point. That's interesting. It's interesting. Goku is still able to conserve his energy. He's more stronger than ever, even though he hasn't been training. But I think after this moment with Raditz coming and scaring the crap out of Goku has been training ever since. He's not going to allow some presence, because Goku's just focused on Earth. Okay, I'm strong. I'm the baddest dude here. I defeated Piccolo. I'm the baddest mother sucker here. Man, you got people coming from outer space now. I got to be on my P's and Q's at all time. And this was the first time that I've ever seen Goku just not ready, not prepared, not focused. The marriage life has made him weak. Raditz makes his grand entrance. Goku's confused. Who the hell are you? What are you doing here? What is going on? Why do I feel this type of energy on you? Raditz is talking to him, and I believe he's basically explaining, I'm your brother. And boom, boom. Goku's like, what the hell? Brother? What are you talking about? And then Raditz explains what the mission was to Goku. Listen, you were supposed to come down here and you're supposed to eradicate all life down here. What we do is we send out our little babies, especially to little weakling planets like this, to come in and eradicate. Why haven't you done it yet? What's going on? Then Raditz asks him a specific question that I thought was interesting. Did you cause some type of head injury when you were a child? Please explain to me, Goku. Did you bust your head open? Did you crack your head to the white meat when you were a child? What happened to you? Goku explains, yeah, I did. I hit my head when I was young. Yeah, so what? And I believe Raditz also noted, something about this is the thing to highlight about the episode, that we find out that Goku is not normal. And to correlate that, hey, Raditz comes from outer space, and Master Roshi, who is on his game, says, Goku, I have to explain something to you. Your grandfather has explained to me that you came from a pod from outer space. You're not from here. Your grandfather has taken you in as a baby. But you were just a very rambunctious child, a very strong, powerful child, ill-willed child as a little baby. And on a walk, you and your grandfather were going on a walk, and you fell out of that little knapsack, and you fell and you busted and cracked your little skull open. And after you cracked your skull, he said you became an innocent little child. You became the perfect child. You were an excellent child. And Goku never knew that. Another thing that also ties in with the Monkey King storyline, where the Monkey King was not this character that spits a fireball out and flames, and then it was just uncontrollable energy. You know what I mean? Well, the Monkey King at first was uncontrollable, extremely chaotic. He wanted to be one of the gods, and there was a tree, the peach, the tree of might. We'll be getting into that. We'll be reviewing that as well. They talked about this tree and this peach that would give them the ability of the gods. And the Monkey King got, Sun Wukong, he got that peach, he bit into it, and he was able to harness the powers of a god. But he was also banished within the stone. But they wanted to go on a trip. One of the monks that they had, they wanted him to go on a trip to the west. And they didn't have anybody to take him. So they said, you know what? Kuan Yin said, I know the perfect person that will help you on your journey. And Kuan Yin went and got the Monkey King, who was engulfed in stone. But before he was able to send this chaotic energy on the quest with the monk, they had to find a way to control him. And that was when they planted the crown on his head. And that little crown on his head is, if the Monkey King ever get the urges to be chaotic, it would get tight around the skull. It was kind of like Inuyasha when Kagome had this certain keyword to sick boy to control him. It was the same thing with the Monkey King. He has this thing wrapped around his skull to tame him. Just like how Goku had to hit his head to tame him. Before we get started, guys, are we still alive? We do know that YouTube likes to tamper with our channels. We got to make sure that we're still live. Are we still here? We're going to talk about the things you guys want to talk about on the JRPG podcast this Thursday. We're going to get into the Xenoblades and things of that such. I know this is where we want to go. But listen, this is nothing more than a simple cleansing that I'm doing right now. But this is strictly Dragon Ball, guys. Strictly, I understand that. I know what I did in the past was wrong, but we're going in another direction. But we will be talking about this on the JRPG podcast. I will be giving you guys that. But listen, let's get back to our story. Now, Raditz also is noticing that Goku doesn't have his tail. And for us who are new to the series, we have no idea what the hell that is, you know? Even early in the episode, our three people that we were introduced to, Bulma, Krillin, and Master Roshi, they even noticed that Gohan had his tail. And they were asking if Gohan looked up at the moon at night. And they said, no. Goku's like, no, Chi-Chi, she runs everything. Chi-Chi has us in bed early. We go to bed early, before the sun even goes down. That's funny. And Raditz is like, oh my God, this guy he's a weirdo. What's going on here, man? You're a disgrace. You've lost your tail. That gives you your ultimate power. Oh my God, right? Well, allow me to let me introduce myself. Yeah, Raditz, awesome character. He does an awesome, I think Chris Havoc might have done his voice as well. Does an awesome job with Raditz's voice actor, or Raditz's voice within this episode. Everything was executed within precision. But anyway, there was a scene in the episode as well where Krillin steps up and says, all right, guy, it's time for you to go. You've had a little bit too much of the eggnog. You're insane. You're crazy. And then Goku consents. Oh, whoa, Krillin, back up. And then Raditz takes out his tail and slaps the hell out of Krillin. And Krillin goes flying into the house. I thought that was funny. I did. That was funny. Raditz proceeds to strike Goku as well. Boom! And I mean, and I've never seen Goku like this, man. Raditz caught Goku with a swift jab to the Journey, man, and Goku was down and he was defenseless and there was nothing he can do. Never seen Goku like this. And I believe right after this situation, man, Goku has never stopped training. Rightfully so. Raditz proceeds to take his son. And as he's taking his son, he's saying, if you want your son back, what you're going to have to do is wipe out at least 100 people a day. I'll be back tomorrow. No, I think 100 people within 24 hours. And I'll be back tomorrow to retrieve those bodies. And Goku's just laying there screaming. Yeah. Sorry, going through my notes here. Yeah. And maybe that's what the episode is off, is just Goku sitting there screaming in pain, and Raditz takes Goku's son, leaving our hero completely defenseless. Phenomenal episode. The episode is called Reunions, so there can be two there's dualities dealing with that name. You have reunions because you're reuniting with the characters from the Dragon Ball series, and you're also getting reunited with your brother. Phenomenal name for a phenomenal episode. We see they perfectly illustrate to us that this is a threat that's he's going to be a problem, and we're also getting introduced to great character development of what Goku is, how he is, where he comes from. And he's from an elite Saiyan race from outer space. Phenomenal episode. And I cannot wait for next week because I believe things start getting cooked up. I think that's when Piccolo makes his way on the scene, and the battle to get Gohan back, which is a very, very phenomenal, outstanding battle. But yeah, very good episode. Short and sweet and to the point, but giving us so much detail within Goku and really just phenomenal. 10 out of 10. Episode 1, 10 out of 10. This episode, 10 out of 10. Just simply perfect. No flaws whatsoever within these episodes. Even the art is great. I was taking pictures of the episode and posting them on social media, and I just thought it was great. Snap Goku, yeah. Never seen Goku like that before. But I know right after Raditz, man, Goku's never been the same. Training consistently. You don't even see him, never even seen him sweat. Even if he came against a character that was strong, never saw him sweat. He was prepared. I've been training my whole life for this moment. He was prepared. He was ready. But anyway, that's it, guys. Episode 2 of Dragon Ball Z Reviews Reunions. Phenomenal episode. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We will be back Thursday, the JRPG podcast, and we're going to talk about, it's going to be a powerhouse, the Xenoblade Chronicles. That's going to be the main episode, the Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We're going to get into what Felt Her Heart said about the IGN review. How the hell did IGN review Xenoblade Chronicles 3, a $300 game already? The game media is full of crap. But the thing is, we're going to talk about it. It's not even about that. It's I have a problem with a few things. But anyway, we'll talk about it this Thursday, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you so much.